Once again, I find you back in the presence of greatness. But alas, my prowess will not rub off on you, soldier. You can't gyrate in my direction in the vain hope that you'll garner some of my divine glory. No, no, no. You must find the patience required to elevate your position, the way that hope finds love, usually lurking in the darker recesses of the seedious parts of town. Worry not, my fellow soldier, for I am here to brutally mold you into the killing machine that the splendiferous Marmaduke could only have hoped for. I'm DRBC007, and you're joining me for another Battlefield Bootcamp Officer Training Pro Tips. The heat is on in Namyons and other various locations in this truly bloody war. Hello? PP what? No, I use the Queen's Sterling, man. No, I don't have one of those pleasant contraptions. What did you say your name was? Benjamin? I knew a Benjamin once, but he didn't sound like he was born in the slums of Calcutta! My apologies, where was I? Oh yes, bloody war, and the soldiers must be ready to engage in the sweaty, pulsing, and often sexually liberating theatres of war. You can't be a leader of men until you can lead yourself into oblivion and back into the arms of greatness. Today we will be focusing solely on the art of the aim and how to improve your lethality. So listen up, for the only thing I repeat is my manservant Theodore's name, for although his sickle-like back is still stronger than man half his years, his hearing has withered like a spinster scorned one too many times. Number 1. Uniform soldier. Like so many things in life, you often find the answer when you actually open your eyes. Inside the options, go to controls and find Uniform Soldier Aiming. Now toggle this on and reap the glorious rewards. It basically makes all the sights feel the same in terms of sensitivity, and this can really make a big difference during gameplay. Plus, if you want your aim down sight sensitivity to be lower than hip firing, you must reduce the zoom sensitivity perhaps by even a buttocks walloping 50%. This will benefit the new soldiers coming from other theatres of war like Call of Duty or fast-paced shooters, but is also very effective for you veterans out there. Number 2. Sensitive touch. Sensitivity is not entirely reserved for women, crybaby children, or the more liberated men in our ranks. Oh no, like the sensitive fingers that caress the thighs of an eager Sally, so must those dexterous digits caress the thumbsticks, mice, and buttons of your chosen controller of death. Sensitivity is incredibly important, and as individual as Ethel from accounting is licentiously lustful when the lights are low and the apple and berry cider starts to flow. There is a way. You can indeed change it in the settings, and I would suggest that you try to find what suits you best, but when you do, stick with it. Build the muscle memory required for the ultimate lethality you unwaveringly yearn for, and try not to change the settings too frequently. I've warned you, so don't you dare darken my door crying about how uselessly terrible you've become, because you switch your settings quicker than Sister Margarita rapped my knuckles for blaspheming in the Lord's holy house! Number 3. Just snap it. You live in a wonderful age. Technology is here to help you, and the wonders of aim assist can be utilized very effectively by the best soldiers out there. So try it. Try looking at your target and quickly tap the aim down sights trigger and fire. You'll be surprised how easy it is to hit enemies this way. Track the target, quickly snap down sights and shoot. Relax into the shots and don't try to overthink your aim. Trying to line up that perfect shot isn't always going to reap the rewards, but more often than not it's better to trust your aim and pull the trigger. Plus a handy tip, being motionless improves one's accuracy by leaps and bounds. So be strong, stiff and stand upright to pull off that perfect shot. Number 4. 18 with a bullet. Now how many bullets does it take to kill a target? 1, 3, 7, 30? No, it does not. No human, lichen, mythical beast or she-devil can survive 30 of England's best metal-cased murderers, so why do I see multitudes of marching morons spewing their magazines like college boys do when they... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. I have class, damn it! Think about how many bullets you require to drop your target. It's usually not many, a handful at most, so when firing, if you haven't killed your enemy in the first few bullets, consider changing your aim and firing another burst. Try to focus on how many bullets you need to cause 100 damage, and try to fire that many in a burst, not a single bullet more. Well, unless you really do need it. Number 5. Find your center. We aren't talking about some mystifying and titillizing Zen moment where all of the natural energies of the world come together and imbue you with a higher sense of purpose and belonging. No. I am talking about finding the center of your screen. You can't aim properly or effectively if you don't know where the center is. This may sound odd, and I hear you heckling from the rafters, but believe me, many do not know where it is. If you run into a room and you're looking at the floor, you have to adjust your aim, and the milliseconds it takes to adjust often means the difference between you claiming another victorious kill or the enemy shooting you in your donut-stuffed, overweight, engorged and belligerent face. This goes for staring at the ceiling or making silly decisions when going into a room or rounding a corner. Try to understand how much of your enemy you will need to see to make a kill, and how much they need to see of you. When taking part in a first-person shooter, you must understand that you are always aiming. When running, when crawling, when crying to mummy, perhaps looking at the pillbox in front of you instead of the muddy ground at your feet would be a much better idea. An example, I hear you cry. Let's take this for instance. You're charging to a building. Try and picture and preempt where an enemy is likely to be, hiding in the corner of the adjacent room or atop of the stairs. If you come running staring at the floor or even just below center, you will likely be spotted by the enemy before you see them. The time it takes you to adjust your aim will be the death of you. So try and aim where you think they will be, and your chances of survival will be greatly improved and make you far more lethal than you probably deserve to be. And for a bonus star, because I believe sometimes it's right to help those vagabonds less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't? Recoil! Every weapon has varied degrees of recoil, but most function in a similar way. To counter recoil on a console, gently push forward on the analog stick, but treat it like a classy lady and be gentle. Don't, however, wrestle with your weapon and try to control recoil for the entire clip. Too many soldiers die trying to do this, and if you haven't dropped your target within 8 to 12 shots, you're doing something wrong. So stop, wait a moment for your weapon to reset itself and fire again. Small bursts for headshots, 5-shot bursts for body, and you'll be just fine. Alas, that is all I can muster for today, but a wealth as wondrous and immeasurable as the bounty beneath Solomon's mines has been bestowed upon your battle-weary shoulders. If your aim improves, your whole game will too, and rise above others you will to take your place as a hero among mere mortals. I no doubt will see you again, grovelling at my black lacquered and mirror-like shined boots, begging for yet more training, but until that day, do give me a thumbs up, leave a comment and share this video with your nearest and dearest, your friends and your contemporaries, share the wealth of my knowledge with those less fortunate than yourself, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. For more profound nonsense, tips, tricks and all things Battlefield 1, I'm DRBC007, signing off.